Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-October 2024. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. What do we got? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Six of Swords. I feel like you're trying to walk away from something. I'm not sure if you can walk away from this one, though. You're trying. It's just an energy that is not feeling great. And that's why you're like, I don't want to feel this, so I'm just going to try to not feel that. Okay. Let's see here. Starting off the reading, the Three of Wands crossed by the Three of Swords. It's a painful energy. It's pain. It's you're sitting in the middle of pain, your own pain. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's been here for a minute. I feel like you've been trying to avoid this for quite a minute. That's why it's been here for so long. And it's still here because you're still trying to not look at it, to not acknowledge it, to be like, oh, yeah, it's there, it's something, but like, it's okay, it's fine. Well, okay, but what are you doing with it? In your focus, the Temperance card, again, the concept of time, the concept of pain, like there's a massive amount of time placed on this reading, and I don't know what to do with it. Where is it coming from? What does it want? Is that the time that this pain has been carried through? I don't know. Whew. In the recent past, the Ace of Swords, there's something that somebody wants to do, or did. Maybe, did they? I don't know. This is you. I feel like it's something, it's based off of an action. Did you do something, or did you just want to do something and you actually ended up not doing it? I don't know. In your strength, the Queen of Cups, yeah, you're going through something and you've got this poker face like no tomorrow. Like, who, me? Me? I'm good. Mind your business. All right, but you know, I can see the poker face and I can see what's behind it, and there's this massive amount of pain, and it's like, you can keep the poker face for others. You're not going to fool me, though, because I can see it. It's right there. You're like, what pain? Me? Nah. In the immediate future, though, the Nine of Cups. That's a emotionally balanced kind of an energy. That's happiness. So hopefully you're going to do something with this pain to get to this place. Or is this, you know, another fabrication of the poker face? I don't know. Supporting this reading, the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, well, you know, there's always, well, I can go to work and distract myself with that and bury myself in work, and that'll take care of the problem. That's kind of the solution that I'm getting on this one, which I feel like you've tried that before. I don't know if it worked so well, but okay, continue to do that. All of it is part of that poker face there. Because you not only have it towards the world, you're starting to have it towards yourself, in the sense of, let me trick myself that I'm not feeling this by, I don't know, distracting myself with work. Telling myself, oh, I'm the happiest I've been in forever, kind of, I don't know. These are just, we'll get to the clarification and we'll see what all of this is. For now, it's just kind of a rough draft of what I'm seeing. The energy surrounding you, and you might not be aware of it, the Justice card. So there is a sense of balance. There is a sense of bringing everything back into balance for you. Now, I don't know where that is. I feel like, you know, when you're starting to be honest with yourself, I feel like just by that, you're going to bring in a sense of balance there. By starting to be honest about whatever this is. In your hopes and fears, the Page of Swords, you're starting to move in a particular direction here. It's small steps, which could be indicating that this is something new. So I'm not sure exactly what it is. For the potential outcome, the Page of Cups. Yeah, these pages are coming through, almost indicating that you might embark into something new here. Cool. Let's clarify. Well, let's see what's up. Let's do the Six of Swords. The Magician, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. This is almost looking like, you know, when you manifest something and you really, really desire for something, and then it comes through, but it's showing up a little different, and you're still taking it because it's like, well, this is what I wanted, right? Okay, so let's go with it. And then you're a little too deep in it, but at some point you stop and you say, I don't think I want this, you know, but because I worked so hard to get here, and I kind of talked to the universe, and the universe talked to me, and we kind of established that I think this is it, and I put in all of this work, all of this everything. I think I'm gonna probably keep going here, but I don't really want to be here, kind of a thing. That's how this is showing up. So I don't know what it is, what this situation is for you. Could have to do with work or something you've been working on, where initially you had this idea towards something, whatever you started working on looked very similar, almost parallel to what this actually is, and then you realize, I don't think this is it. But you're in too deep at this point to just get up and go, you know, just drop this. So I feel like you're still in it, but part of you wants to go. Okay. Let me do the Three of Wands. The Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. No, this doesn't make sense. You're killing me. You're giving me one of these again? So, and you're so neutral almost. Not even as a matter of fact, just neutral about it. Like, you know, I've been doing my thing. I've been healing. I've been resting. I've been taking some time for myself. Everything's good here. I don't believe you because you don't believe yourself there. You got the Eight of Cups at the end of that. You know, after you told me all of this, you're showing up as almost erasing all of it. Like not believing a word you're saying. Okay. Part of your poker face, I would say. Let me see this Three of Swords. The Chariot, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. You're not, let's go back to the analogy of, you know, the path that you're manifested, that is this, and then the path you're on that is looking very similar to this one, but it's not. That one it's very close to one another, and they move along the same, where they show up as, I think this is it, I think, you know, but it's not. There's almost like this pain is coming from the fact that you're not on that path that you feel is the one you're supposed to be on. You're on the one right next to it, mistaking it for, okay, this is the right path. And I feel like a very deep part of you recognizes that this is not the path, but I might as well stick with it because it's very similar to the path. But because you're recognizing that that's not the path, and the one that you're supposed to be on is right next to it, but you're not there and you're not even trying to get there, that creates pain. That creates, you're feeling something that's true to you, and you are not doing anything about that to get closer and closer to that. So through that, you're actually hurting yourself, not realizing that you're hurting yourself. And that's where the pain is coming from. Now, what I see through this one also, the right path, as you move on the path that's right alongside with it, there's almost every step you make, there's a door. Like you could just jump in there on the right one, anytime, at any time. You're not, though. And that's what sustains this pain. The more you walk on the parallel path with the one you're feeling, or the universe is kind of showing up as this is your path. And you know that from a higher self perspective too. The bigger the pain gets. Let's do the Temperance card. In your focus, the Emperor, the Hermit, the Three of Cups. Ooh, I think you've had this a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken. Because you know, deep down you know where the path is, where you belong. And it's almost looking like you're living vicariously a little bit through that, like you know where it is, but you keep it internally, you keep it inside. And from an energetic perspective, you live there, you're in there. From a physical perspective, you're not doing anything to kind of align all of that, you know, the internal with the external here. The external stays the same. That's like, okay, whatever. The internal is where you retreat to actually feel that you're on the right path. This has been happening for a while. It almost feels like you're living a double life, which is still you, your life, but it's internal and external. You know, two very different worlds there that you're refusing to blend or even try to blend. And again, it's been happening for a minute. A very long minute here. Let's do the Ace of Swords in the recent past. The Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, the Two of Wands. These are your attempts to blend those into to what you're feeling internally, to create it externally. The doors on the proper path that keep on opening up for you. These are your looking at them and acknowledging them and being like, I could do that at any time. I could do it right now. But you're not. You're almost telling me, but I'm waiting for the right opportunity. And I'm like, that door is open. What is the right opportunity, you know? Well, it could be this, it could be that, it could be, okay. Okay, but right opportunity is always there. You just have to align with that right for you. But yeah, that's what I mean, blah, blah, blah. For the Queen of Swords, in your strength, you get the Hangman, the Strength card, the Page of Pentacles. You've learned, this is a mastered skill. This poker face, this, I'm doing so good, it's not even funny. You know? You might even teach others to do so good like you do. You have this openness here of, look at me doing so good, you know, and inspiring others with how well you do. Not saying that you're not doing good, not saying you suck at life. What I'm saying is, you feel, part of you feels there's a right path for you, and you're running right alongside with it. And you're very much aware of both of these paths, the one outside of you, the one that's going on internally, and that definitely matches more of the right path for you. The right path for you, meaning the one that's aligned with your frequency, with your truth, with who you truly are. You know, the one that you created to the side of that, that's where this poker face applies. You know, of, hey, I'm doing great here. And again, not saying that you're lying there. What I'm saying is, you've convinced yourself that that's it. That is the right path. Even though part of you knows that, no, it's just a little bit off to the right one. You know, the right one is the one that you feel internally, and you've been feeling it for a minute. And the external one doesn't match that. You know, but somehow you make it look as if it does. Over there. With that poker face. It's very interesting because this would eventually, when you're ready and when you're up for it, lead to you jumping on your path. You know? So the fact that there's this massive acknowledgement over the separation, it's quite big. For the Nine of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Somebody's making a move here. There's a soul connection that shows up. Somebody's making a move. And it's one of those things of, I don't know what kind of move, I don't know what kind of soul connections, but it's one of those things that somebody comes up to you, says something, and you feel like, oh my God, my life has changed in a fucking split second. And you feel so good about life, and you feel so good about, you know, it's that split second in which it happens. Something happens. I don't know who's doing what or who's saying what, but it involves action. It involves potentially saying something here, and it has to do with the soul connection. So whether that's you or somebody approaching you like that, it just feels so good in the moment. Okay, good. You need that sometimes, because moments like that will align you more and more with your right path. For the supportive energies, for the 8 of Pentacles, you get the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Cups. You keep on trying not to do that, not to distract yourself with work, bury yourself in work and pretend that, oh, this is, you know, the solution to all of my problems, because I feel like you've done that in the past and it didn't work out so well. But you still have that tendency to jump right in there. Like, okay, you know, whenever I try to avoid something that feels a little uncomfortable and a little doesn't feel right, I'm just gonna go work just for a little bit, you know, just for a little bit. I got this something I have to do. And that's, as much as I want to say that's a Taurus trait or an earth sign trait, I feel like it's a human trait, you know, like we all tend to find something to do when something does show up for us. For the Justice card in the hidden energies, you get the Knight of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the Fool. You do have the ability to balance things out for yourself a little bit. It feels like this whole journey and aligning where you're at with your true path requires a whole lot of openness from your heart. You know, a whole lot of you being honest, sincere, open from your heart with whatever it is you're doing. It's not towards, oh yeah, about that situation, or no. Everything, you know, where you show up with your heart open, no matter how hard it is. It almost feels like that's the solution for this pain that's been created here for you walking alongside the path that you belong on. But I feel like you know that. You know that, but you're not applying that all the time because it is difficult to keep your heart open, you know. For the Page of Swords in the Hopes and Fears, you get the Justice card, the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, there you are, trying to apply that more and more to keep your heart open. The problem is when you do open up your heart, there's some pain that's showing up in there too. Almost like stressed. Come here. Come here. I hear them too, but you don't need to respond to them. Come here. Yeah, barky bark. Like you're being stressed about having your heart open or something. You know what I mean? And you keep on hanging on to that energy in the sense of when it gets uncomfortable to stay with your heart open, you have the tendency to get up here with it and be like, oh, okay, well, why do I feel that? Well, this and that and the other. Well, where it's like, no, you just have to feel that uncomfortableness. You know what I mean? You just have to let it be there. Get past that to see what that is. Past it. What is up with those dogs and where do they come from? Let me do the Page of Cups for the potential outcome. The 6 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, the Page of Swords. Interesting. Where are they coming from? It's like a bunch of dogs. We don't have a bunch of dogs unless it's the bears, but the bears don't bark like that. The bears bark like bears. No, they're not. It's not them. You're starting to apply this new method that I just talked about. You know, I'm keeping my heart open. It's starting to feel uncomfortable. I have the tendency to walk away from it because it feels uncomfortable. But then let me stick it out. Let me see what happens if I do keep my heart open. Let's try that. So it's almost like applying different methods here to deal with that, or to not to deal with it, to just keep yourself open through the experience and see what happens. Open and honest. Why are there a bunch of dogs barking at the same time? Blue, you're not out there. Why are those dogs barking without you? Because you're barking from the inside. Let me see what the universe has. It's very, very humid, sticky, hot outside today. But I believe it's the last hot day of the year. The way it's looking, but... From the universe, you get the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. It's a transformative process, and think of it this way. Through this process, you're actually... these two paths, the one that feels really right for you and the one that's kind of going along with it and the one that you're on, it almost feels like they're merging, or they're trying to merge, or you're trying to, okay, let's combine those. Let's put my honesty at play and let's see what happens. And it feels like these two paths are merging through this process. And that's what's happening here. It's going to take a minute, you know, because you've been on this off to the side of the main path for quite a minute. So it's going to take a minute for the merge to happen, for the blending of the two paths, so that you're on your one right path, you know, not one that looks similar or feels like, yeah, okay, this could work. You know what I mean? So let's do the Mystical Journey Oracle. I'm trying to figure out where in this neighborhood we would have multiple dogs in one place. They're not shutting up. If anything, they're getting aggravated. Energy shift. Yep, sounds about right. Number 12. All right, the divination. This card appears when you need to pay more attention to the energy you are giving out and to the energetic environment around you. If you concentrate, you can become aware of the people who drain your energy, the energy vampires. These are the people who leave you feeling tired and depressed. Guard against those who would bring you down or are jealous of your achievements, choosing instead to spend time with people who make you feel good about yourself and who uplift your spirits. Feel the energy shift. If you do find yourself in negative situations, and this can sometimes be unavoidable, learn to transmute the energy. Any detrimental thoughts directed towards you that are designed to hurt can be transformed into a harmless exchange. You have the choice. You can retaliate and create worse feelings, or you can transmute the energy. Transmutation can be achieved by filtering undesirable energy through a shield of healing blue light, one that you have visualized and created. Call upon your angels and guides to assist you with this task. Calm your mind and imagine it is a serene lake, creating in the process a state of peace and relaxation. Imagine the blue healing light going from the bottom of your feet and out the top of your head, filling you with beautiful energy. These dogs get me so riled up. I don't know why my energy hyped. This action will transmute the harmful into the harmless. Know that you have the power to bring positive change into your environment. The action. Repeat the following mantra. The internal world reflects the outside world when I'm at peace. My world is at peace. The dogs are still barking. I don't even want to care to see and look what the fuck is going on there, but it's not normal for dogs to... And their energy definitely spiked me up for some reason, and I don't know why. I feel this. Oof. Okay. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.